Good day, my name is JL Sonnekus, student number 193342. Apologies for my voice, I am sick. So my views on the sudden change to online learning during COVID. For me, I was not only studying online, but we weren't teaching, but my daughter did a sudden shift during the COVID pandemic. And I know we had a lot of struggle because it first started off with just sending homework via email, and to get her to sit down and concentrate was a big problem. And I know a lot of people during this period, it was traumatic because parents were trying to work, cope with the stress, panic, and all of that. And the children were at home, so they didn't want to work. So I know the sudden change was difficult because your whole life changed, and to try to get into the mindset of working from home rather than going to school and being taught, and you have to help your children or the children learn by digital media and emails, which they didn't have access to. They didn't know how. It was quite complicated. When obviously touching quite a bit on the experience regarding the transition. Like I said, it was very difficult to motivate them to stay focused during the COVID pandemic. We have a group of five children during that period that I was looking after for the family, that we were teaching or ensuring that they were getting their work done up and above my obvious working duties. And it was difficult because the to get them to focus on work and to actually do sorry, for them to sit and focus to get the work done was probably one of the biggest difficulties we faced, um, with regards to the challenges. The children were at home, as I said, they didn't want to do work, they wanted to be at home and relax and play video games or run outside. Yet their last priority was to sit down and do schoolwork, Monday to Friday when they're at home. So it was very difficult to ensure that all the kids were working constantly, even though they didn't want to. It was a very difficult thing that I faced. Um, with as far as suggestions go, I know that from when this first started to now, there has been massive improvements. My daughter actually does an online curriculum at a learning center, and the online learning that they have is absolutely amazing. They have recorded lessons where the children watch the video, and it literally is, you don't see the teacher's face. They've actually animated it into kind of a YouTube video where they are learning about topics, and they have a lot of YouTube links to expand their thinking and their knowledge on that topic as well. Sorry, which is a great way that I think a lot of people learned to do that when COVID started, because you had to grasp the children's interest and attention. And it was difficult because they are used to looking at a screen, but not at a teacher's face. So I think to improve online learning, I think it was, especially for the younger generations, it is very helpful to make an animated, attracting kind of video to watch, because it will grasp their attention, which, like I said, is probably one of the biggest challenges that we, sorry, that we face during this online um, learning that we've been learned to work with. Um, with the underprivileged schools and how to accommodate learners who don't have access to those kind of digital resources. I know a friend of mine, he is a teacher, she, during this period, obviously had a lot of difficulty because she actually works in a rural town for an underprivileged school. And she told me it was one of the most difficult things she had ever faced. And what she eventually was able to do is most parents in her class had at least a smartphone for a WhatsApp. So what they would do is once a week or once a month, depending on, kind of the circumstances of the parents, they would come to the school, they would connect them to the Wi-Fi, and she would send them the videos for the children to learn the work that week, as well as information pack of physical written work. So then when the parents would come, she would send them the video via the Wi-Fi at the school, so it would be at no cost to the parents. She would then give them the pack of work, and the videos they would download was physically her teaching the students um, to on what the topics and stuff were. And then if they had any problems, the parents could WhatsApp her, and she would do special like calls or add on extra work or however the case would be with the learner who was struggling or so on. And then when they came to get the new work, they would hand in the old work. So she would have physical work to mark as well. And I thought that was a very smart way to deal with people who couldn't afford or don't have access to the resources that you would need for online learning. Thank you very much. I hope you could hear. Have a lovely evening.